Hello, everybody out there. It's Mike Young from aPlantBasedDiet.org, the nonprofit, and it is 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Eastern United States, the day after the Game Changers premiere. Did anybody out there see the Game Changers movie yesterday? If you did, go ahead and type me a message. You can type any kind of chat, any kind of Q&A in here at any time that you want, except if you're in a Facebook group. It'll actually appear there in a Facebook group, but if you definitely want to get me a question or a message, go to our YouTube channel, which is VeganVideos.info, VeganVideos.info, and when you go there, you'll see the same live stream and just type your question there, okay? So that's the best way to get me a Q&A, or you can always like the video, share it, tag your friends, whatever you want. And you can see from the title of the video today that we're going to talk about healthy vegan food. I put that in quotes because through our nonprofit, aPlantBasedDiet.org, we have a certification program which is free for any kind of restaurants or food vendors, anybody that serves food, anything that humans eat, because we want to certify what we consider the healthy vegan food. Mo Cunningham, I see you on Facebook. You missed it. Okay, well, the Game Changers last night was just like a one-day thing, special showing, and it's going to be out in wide release at some point in the near future. We don't know all the details on that right now, but I imagine like within the next month we'll find out. So Mo, you'll be able to see it at some point in the near future. And that was actually the fourth time that I saw it, because if you watched our video yesterday, I mentioned we were talking about the movie Game Changers before it came out. I had seen it on the vegan cruise one time out of Florida in the winter, Miami. I saw it at the Carnegie Institute in DC. I saw it somewhere else as well. So this was like the fourth time I had seen it, and actually it changed each time. I think I saw it because some of the scenes that were in, they saw the movie last night. They showed the movie, and then after all the credits rolled, they had like another 20 minutes of like a director's cut with James Cameron and some other things that some of the scenes used to be in the movie that I saw that I didn't see in the movie this time, but they were in that like director's talk after the movie. So Donovan Small, Tesla on fire in Sweden, 2019 Model S. Okay, you must be watching me on my adigitalnomad.net YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, and yay for Tesla, because we're talking about healthy vegan food today on this live stream, but all Teslas have no animal product interiors anymore. They already discontinued leather seats a year or so ago, but now they have no more leather-wrapped steering wheels on Model 3, which was the one holdout thing on there. So that's a good thing. Okay, and Mo Cunningham says, see, actually I want to try to adjust this. I figured out a technique for this. Let me see, appearance. There we go. Oh my God, lucky you. Yeah, it's a great movie. You guys will get to see it. It's especially good for any kind of really convincing men of why they want to go plant-based or vegan. It's a really, really good movie for that. Okay, and then somebody else is messaging me. Where is this? Levi. I heard it's going to be on Apple in the beginning of October and other streaming devices, including Netflix, by the end of October. You may be right about that. Yeah, I've heard some rumors potentially about Netflix. I think with a lot of these documentaries nowadays, because this is more of like a documentary, kind of anyway. I mean, really informative. So that would make sense to me. Anyway, let's get into the healthy vegan food thing. I don't have all that much time today to do the live stream. So, and this is Q&A, like it says in the title. So let me know any questions about anything you have while I'm going on about this. Now, some of you may or may not know that, people talk about vegan food, the vegan lifestyle, eating plant-based. They all have different meanings, but a lot of people who don't know, I mean, there's a lot of details, a lot of different ways of living your life. A lot of people don't understand quite all that much to understand that just because something vegan doesn't mean it's healthy, because there's been a lot of emphasis on eliminating animal products from your diet as humans, because we see so much evidence and so many documentaries like What the Health and other things, Plant Pure Nation, which you can watch on our YouTube channel. It's on the title there, VeganVideos.info. Just type in, go to that YouTube channel, you'll find Plant Pure Nation. You can watch that. They prove the health benefits of a plant-based diet or a whole food plant-based diet, organic, vegan. There's all kinds of terms. So there's a lot of confusion out there. And I will tell you right now, the reason I'm telling you guys all this is because out in the marketplace right now, where you go get food from vendors and restaurants, even if something is listed as vegan food or plant-based, in most cases, it is not healthy. It may likely be better for you than animal product versions of those foods. And of course, no animal, if it's got no animals in it, then no animals were harmed, and you've removed animal waste from the equation, from the environment. So you got those benefits. But the environment thing is not necessarily all that great if they're not organic foods. We've talked about organic foods before. And your own human suffering is going to be great if you are eating foods that are going to impact you and hurt you. So because of that, we tried to develop a standard, and we call it certified aPlantBasedDiet.org. It says, we've got a logo for that. It says certified on it. If you go to our website, aPlantBasedDiet.org, you can find some information about that. If you want more specific information, go to our Facebook page, which you can find at healthyveganfood.info, healthyveganfood.info. And basically, we want to have a standard that we believe most food vendors or restaurants can meet. It's not too tough, because there's so many different levels to this, okay? There's no question. Whole food plant-based is one of the higher levels, although not the highest, because you've got organic stuff there, you got low fat, and that's not necessarily accounted for with whole food plant-based. A low fat, whole plant food, organic diet is probably the best thing you can do. But of course, we want people to be able to go out and when they go to a restaurant, not feel like they are doing themselves a disservice health-wise. I mean, yeah, restaurant food, food vendor stuff tastes great, but if you could do it without the negative health impacts, that is why we have developed the standard, and it's free. Okay, any restaurants you go into on a regular basis, food vendors that you see, let them know about our standard. Tell them to contact us at healthyveganfood.info. Say, hey, look, these guys can get you, certified, meaning they will have to put our logo next to the item on their menu. It's an entree item. We certify entree items so that you can just look at the menu and say, hey, this is it. Don't have to ask a million questions, and we'll give you guys the restaurants and the food vendors free promotions. We have many local groups, many very large local vegan groups, so we have a pretty big audience out there. And if you go to aPlantBasedDiet.org, our website, you can find a tab that will list for you our local groups, so you can see if there's one in your area. All of them are on the eastern United States. So they've been expanding recently. We got quite a few groups, and some of them are, like I said, quite large, especially if you're in Southwest Florida. And that is our big area. That's what our biggest free annual festival is. And let me show you. I'm wearing the shirt again. Okay. Our vegan group. If you're watching this, you might be watching this on our vegan group. Oh, let me fix this. You might be watching this on our vegan group in Southwest Florida, VeganSWFL.org, and we've got like 4,200 people in that group. It's amazing. I mean, we're trying to always get veganism into the mainstream, plant-based eating. And with a focus on human health, we of course our logo is for people, animals, and our planet, and that's where we got it. It was actually on the shirt. Let me get up again so you can see it. For people, animals, and our planet. So this was our biggest event. This is the 2018 shirt, but we have it every year. It's going to be February 16th. If you want to get out of the cold in the eastern United States and go down for a free event that you can get to, check out our events. Go to VeganEvents.info. That's our calendar. VeganEvents.info. You'll find information about Southwest Florida Veg Fest. You can get your plane tickets. You can drive your electric car down there. That's what I'm going to be doing. And it'll be a great time. We have so many other events too where we talk about this lifestyle. And at our events, if you are a food vendor at our events and you have the certified food that we have, the healthy vegan food, we give you special promotions. We give you special placements. And I think we're going to have some other perks in the near future for that. Maybe not for another year, but we're getting through a big expansion right now. So once we get up to this new level of events that we're going to be doing, which is dramatically higher than last year, we're going to be more than doubling in size. And like I said, go to VeganEvents.info, scroll all the way down. We have not even announced all the big annual festivals we're doing. But let's get back to the certification. So if you find a restaurant or food vendor, just tell them, hey, look, this plant-based nonprofit, they want to give you free certification. They want to drive customers into your restaurant, and they want to do it for free. They're going to use all the resources they have. We have email lists. You may be on our email list, and if you're not, if you can easily get on our email list. You can either send an email to aPlantBasedDiet.org at gmail.com. It'll get to me. Tell me what area you live in. I can put you on there, or you can go to VeganEvents.info. find the annual event you want to go to on our calendar. Every time you go to that website, when you click through, you'll find a website for that particular event. It will ask you for your email the first time you go into that website. So you can input it there, and I'll know where you are if you do that. So anyway, we are concerned about human health, and that is the purpose of this standard. It's not super strict, so don't think that any restaurants are going to say, "Oh, well, I can never do this." It's not super strict, but it's just strict enough to where it pushes something over the line, I guess, to what we consider to be healthy, as opposed to most food that you get out that really doesn't do you any good health-wise. It's very unfortunate the way things are right now. That's just the way they are. And we have a plant-based cardiologist, Dr. Brian Tashner, who heads up our group. We have 2 other folks that are on our committee to help to develop the standard, and we're going to keep refining it, making it better. And we've been getting more and more participation from restaurants and from food vendors as we go on, because we bring these customers into the restaurants, and we bring these customers, we announce it from our main stage at our events that they want to go over and see these specific vendors that have the healthy vegan food. So, and then for me, I know I think I did a video on this, and if I didn't, I'm going to make one. I recently did, I'm like the healthiest eater I know. And I will tell you, just from my own experience in going to Green Fair Organic Cafe in Herndon, Virginia, and doing their 21-day Kickstart program, that even somebody like me can do better. You can always do better. I think this whole thing is just a journey, and you're going to make progress slowly over time with most people. And that's the point of us having a healthy vegan food standard. We want to be able to say that something is going to be better for you when you go out, and that's what this is. And actually, all the food that I ate during that 21-day Kickstart program was all certified food, and just eating more and more of it just made me better and better. And when I say this, like if you're watching out there and you have any known health issues, any known, I'd say just regular ongoing disease issues that are common, which are, of course, like high blood pressure, higher cholesterol, I don't know, just it could be any kind of other weird things that you wouldn't even think are related, like asthma, skin problems, chronic fatigue, memory issues, just general not feeling well. I mean, there's so many things that are just totally related to everything that you put in your mouth that you eat. And by the way, this is water, the drink of choice. Distilled water or reverse osmosis, that's what I would recommend. That should be your drink of choice. Anyhow, there are so many things that and so many people out there that can benefit from this. This is why we've put it together, because there isn't really anything out there right now. And like I said, we don't want you to have to ask a million questions. If the restaurant gets involved, no cost to them, and all you'll see is just the logo on the menu next to the food item that has that certification. And like in Florida, actually, some of the events that we do with Indian restaurants, we do some buffets down there in Florida, and they're all certified. All the food at these special events, they happen about once a month, but they're on our calendar too. So check that out. VeganVideos.info. You want to keep remembering that. VeganVideos.info. Easy way. And if anybody else is out there who has any questions, Q&A, of course we're always doing Q&A. I think we have most of our certified food vendors right now, if you want to know the locations of where they are. And like I said, this is like a newer program, and we hope to expand it. And we really do believe it will expand, is Southwest Florida down there, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Punta Gorda area. We've got quite a few vendors there. Actually, even in the Ocala, Florida area, because we did a Veg Fest there, we were able to get quite a few. And of course, in the DC area, which is where we've got Fairfax Veg Fest, and we just launched Loudon Veg Fest. That's all on our calendar too, so check that out. But we really want that focus to be, taking care of yourself, and if you're not healthy, health is the number one thing. There's no question about it. If you're not healthy yourself, you're not going to be able to help others. Don't think you're being selfish if you're concerned about your health. It's just like they always say, you gotta, like, if you're on a plane, when the flight attendants talk about what you do in case there's a crash, they always say you got to take care of yourself first, because you cannot help anybody else. And hopefully some of my experiences that I've had. If you look up the video about my story, you'll learn about how I got to this point today. And it's just a matter of continuous learning, right? I mean, I think that all of us, hopefully, if we recognize that we're continuous learners, we have a good attitude, and that's all you need to do is have a good attitude like that, and you'll keep learning, you'll keep getting better, which is all you can really ask from somebody. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the certification program. And pass this along to restaurants. If you know any restaurants out there, tag them in the comments of this video. Tag any food vendors, any restaurants. Remember, this is free. There's no cost to participate in this. These restaurants and food vendors that are going to offer the healthy vegan food options are just going to be rewarded financially by participating, and that's the whole reason we set the program up, the whole goal of the program. So anyway, that is it for today. And also, if you watch the Game Changers, mention in the comments and what you thought of the movie. And again, tag your friends in that, because this movie will be out soon and it's really going to be a game changer. It's really going to bring men into the equation. That's what it's going to do. It's going to bring men, because men seem to, men don't live as long. Men seem to suffer from more illnesses earlier on. And it's really just about lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices that anybody can change at any time, and you'll see improvement. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.